And let's get some analysis now from Anders Aslund. He's a professor at Georgetown University and joins us live from Washington, D.C. Welcome, Anders. So, given these additional 25% tariffs on India that Trump's announced, bringing the total up to 50%, is it fair to say perhaps that Witkoff maybe didn't achieve what Trump wanted in those talks with Moscow?
Yeah, sure. It seems as if what you reported here also, that Putin now calls for a ceasefire in the air because Russia is currently losing in the air fight while it is driving forward on the ground. So Putin does not want to have any ceasefire on the ground. And I'm happy to hear if this is really the case, that the US did not accept a ceasefire in the air, which would be entirely to the detriment of Ukraine. Ukraine wants to have a full ceasefire, if there is a ceasefire. So it seems that nothing came out, but it's very strange. The US under Trump has not undertaken any new sanctions against Russia. Russia is currently not subject to any tariffs from the US, and then Trump imposes 50% tariff on India. It makes no sense. And India, of course, gets upset. It's a proud country that doesn't accept being treated like that. And it's the second biggest importer of Russian oil. China is the biggest, but Trump is very considerate towards China, because China is big and tough and he's afraid of China. Turkey is the third biggest importer of oil, and it's not at all mentioned as a possible target. It's less, but it's also that Turkey is a good friend of Trump, and Turkey is a member of NATO, so it's not even in the discussion.
And so you mentioned Trump's threats of tariffs on Russia, but haven't yet eventuated, and then these additional 25% tariff on India. Is the Kremlin concerned by Trump's threats of sanctions, do you think, or do you think Putin kind of maybe knows that Trump has been maybe bluffing in terms of how serious he is in imposing this more punitive measures on Moscow?
Yeah, as your question suggests, the Russians think that Trump is bluffing. And I don't know what hold they have on Trump, but Trump is very careful not to do anything against Putin. So I think that the only party that will suffer from Trump's dismay with Putin now will be India.
Anders Aslund there from Georgetown University. Thank you so much for your time and analysis.